It's with great pleasure that we bring to you our senior night program in honor of all of our senior players and their parents. It was an honor to be able to coach this class, and I expect to hear great things about them as they prepare to play in their last regular season home game. Please welcome to the center of the court, number 33, Franklin Cohen. Franklin is escorted to center court by his dad, Scott Cohen. Franklin has been a 4-year player here at Triton. Franklin plans to go to college next year at either Creighton, Marquette, or Xavier. Now please welcome to the court number 23, Evan Colbert. Evan is escorted at center court by his parents, Kelly and Kurt Colbert. Evan has been a part of the basketball program here for the last 3 seasons, and Evan also plans to attend college next year. Now please welcome to the court number 20, Nick Doring. Nick is escorted to center court by his parents, Matt and Jill Doring. Nick has been on varsity for the last years and a player here for the last 4 seasons. Nick plans to attend college next year to pursue a career in the medical field. Now please welcome to the court number 10, Thomas Marshall. Thomas is escorted to center court by his mom, Jennifer Marshall. Thomas has been a player on our varsity team for the last 2 years and has played basketball for Triton since 3rd grade. Thomas does plan to attend college next season. Tom, bring your mom back. Bring your mom back. All right. Now please welcome to the court number 4, Wasif Shaman. Wasif is being escorted to center court by his mom, Jamilia, and his brother, Ishtiyaq. Wasif has played basketball since 5th grade, and he's been a member of our basketball program for the last 4 years. Wasif plans to attend college after graduation. Now please welcome to the court our team captain and forward number 5, Max McKenzie. Max is escorted to center court by his mom, Rachel, and his stepdad, John. And some other people. Max has been a member of our varsity team since his sophomore year, and Max is planning to attend college next year at an undetermined college. And finally, our team captain and point guard, number 11, Jack Tamino. Jack is escorted to center court by his parents, John and Lisa Tamino. Jack has been a 3-year varsity player, and Jack is planning on going to college next year. Now, real quick, if we can get all of the parents and players to midcourt for a quick group picture. Hustle out, we got a game to play. Wasif, move those balloons behind you, bud. All right, thank you very much, and congratulations to all our Triton basketball seniors.
Yeah, you have the whole 2 mics?
Yeah, because the other one. Yeah, 4 minutes. Go. Hey, layups.
All right, welcome to Byfield, Massachusetts for tonight's game between the Triton Vikings and the Matignon Warriors. I'm Patrick Heffernan.
And I'm Liam Gay-Clean.
And Liam, welcome back.
Thank you
welcome
so
back,
much.
brother.
It's good to be back.
It's fantastic. You're here for senior night, which is
Yes.
cool. You know some of these kids.
Yeah.
Liam back from college, just perfect timing, stepping in for an unfortunately ill Ava Ford. So we're here tonight to see a matchup. Last time they played, it was 72-36. So we're hopeful for a not only a win, but maybe a blowout win that we can have fun with. And they're starting all seniors tonight. Got Doring, Matt Doring on the, Nick Doring.
Yeah.
Matt's his father. Nick Doring on the court, Thomas Marshall, Wasif, Max McKinsey, and then what's the other kid's name? Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin
Cohen. So, and there's our tip. Triton with the ball, and Nick's got it. So you missed this, Liam?
It's good to be back commentating. I haven't done it in a long time.
Excellent. Well, I'm sure it's just going to be as natural as riding the bike. Out to Thomas. Thomas, who had a bunch of threes the last game, he's going to start off taking that shot unafraid. Back out to Max. Max drives to Franklin. Franklin finds Thomas again. Thomas looking inside for Max, but it isn't there. There's a shot. And that's 2 shots in the first possession. I like that. At least we're putting the ball up.
Being aggressive.
Matignon taking a 3 as well. That's an air ball. Thomas with the rebound. Looking for Nick. I like this lineup. They're definitely aggressive. Nick to the basket. Fouled, and he's going to be on the line shooting 2. So the JV game, not the result we wanted to see, unfortunately.
Just barely lost.
Tough loss. They actually came back and got it really close at the end. They had been leading for a while. But we got Ben tonight controlling the cameras for us. Being our director, he was in that game. Maybe we'll get him on later and ask him to explain the loss. But no, it was a good one. But hopefully tonight we see a lot of action,
A lot of points.
a lot of points. Would be nice, yeah. So Triton needs these wins. They got 3 games left, and they won the other night. We'll talk about that later. But to make the state tournament, they got to win all 3 games.
Oh, so they can still make the tournament?
They got to win all
nice.
3 games. They're going to be Matignon tonight, North Reading, or in order, Linfield, and then North Reading. So good defense, and Nick Doring gets a steal, looks for help, finds Thomas. Thomas drives, kicks it out to Max. Max decides not to take the shot, go to the lane instead. There's a basket. It was good. Max looks good this year. He's been really strong. He's been going to the basket a lot more. I'm not saying he's afraid to shoot from the outside, but he's been going in. Wasif there. Picks up the foul. First foul on Triton tonight.
How many of these guys usually start?
Max, and that's it.
Oh, really?
Typically we get Tamino.
Oh, yeah, he's on it right now.
Nice, Thomas.
Nice
That's a great board.
Yeah.
Normally it's Tamino and Odoy. I'm trying to think of who else. Nick is sometimes. Franklin Cohen playing some tough defense. 3-0 lead for Triton early in this game. I don't think Matignon has really done much on the offensive end.
No. Just one air ball.
A steal on the last possession, an air ball, and the one before that. A couple of long threes. Fouled in one. Chance to tie the game up, though. So Tamino and Overball coming in. There's your other 2 starters.
Oh, yeah, TJ, right.
Yeah. Coming in right away. Yeah, because he made that shot. Wasif out. Franklin out. Good for them.
Yeah,
Gotta love getting the start on senior night.
Yeah.
Good for them. That's awesome. And they hopefully will get back in the game too.
Yeah.
They get enough of a big lead. That Neon player hits the second. That's they got a kid that's a freshman out there that's starting.
Yeah, I saw that when I was marking
number
the
35.
yeah.
Playing out on the wing, playing defense against Overball. And number 35, the freshman with a steal, goes up and can't quite lay it in. Disappointing for that kid, but we'll take it 3-3 still. Overball looking for something. Tamino up top. They've been running a different offense too, Triton has. It's a lot more cutting. It's a lot less standing around the outside, which is nice, although twice now they've almost given the ball up on a steal. And there's TJ with a long shot, doesn't go. Freshman with the rebound. Thomas goes by him.
Oh, TJ almost hit the steal.
Freshman takes a little half step. Oh, nice block by Thomas. And I'm not sure why the kid stood there and looked at it for so long.
I don't know why he didn't go after it either.
I'm not even sure why he blew the whistle.
No.
That was strange all the way around. Did he think it was out of bounds? That was
Maybe he
kind
thought
of
it was
crazy.
up and down, but
All right, Thomas Marshall with a rebound and a block already in this game. Good news. Well, we had Tamino underneath, didn't find him. Swings it to overball. There's
Good
Max.
pass to Max.
Great
There we go.
play.
Nice
Great
play.
play. Little give and go. Going to the basket. I like it. So Matignon bringing it up now, down by just 2. Triton in his own defense. A little bit of pressure on the ball outside, but not too much. Swinging it down low. Back around the top. Trying to go inside, ends up just hitting Max right in the face.
not a good pass there.
Overball with it now. Driving the lane again, kicks it out to Tamino. Tamino thinks about it, and there's your football player move right there.
Yeah.
Tuck that ball in like he's gonna run with it. I love it. That's what we were saying the last game against Newburyport, which unfortunately was an ugly loss. But you gotta have basketball players that want to play football on the court if you're gonna win. You just have to. A little bit of a trip.
Nice scoop
Max
there.
somehow gets around it. Oh, goes around
Nice
the kick
play.
in. Beautiful play. He's
Yeah.
really he's his game in the last year and a half. I mean, as a sophomore, he was good and he was starting sometimes, but he just didn't look as confident. Now he's just a really solid player.
Yeah, last year was good, but I think he was being overshadowed a bit by some of the older guys.
Well, they had Jack McCarthy was on that team
Yeah.
last year, and of course Owen Heffernan overshadowed everybody. So Thomas Marshall finds
pass,
overball
Thomas.
inside. Beautiful pass.
Nice play, there we go.
Thomas Marshall, the assist, the block, the rebound. He just needs a bucket to fill out that stat sheet. And the start, I guess. Give him all those. So 9-5. Quick little run by Triton. And the freshman's going to take a 3 and almost hit it. Not a bad-looking shot. Good
rebound.
offensive rebound. 2 offensive rebounds by Matignon.
Can't
But they
hit
can't
the
finish. 3 offensive rebounds, and they get the
finally.
bucket.
Third time to John.
Cannot give up 3 offensive rebounds. They got to get a little more height in this game. Max driving again, kicks it out,
Good
over
pass,
ball.
TJ. There we go. Big throw.
That's a nice shot. And Surrender calling for a timeout. Takes a little while to get it. Matignon, the coach, argued, he's mad for a good reason. You inbound the ball and you get moving. It shouldn't be a timeout. Yeah, no timeout. Yeah, he's right. Good call by the ref. They shouldn't have, the ref under the basket didn't give him the timeout and gave him the ball instead and let him get going with it. It's on him. It's also on the coach for trying to get a timeout when he didn't have it. So a little bit of pressure from Triton. Kind of an easy half-court move. So TJ Overball already with 5 points, Max with 6, and Nick with 1. And Matignon getting offensive rebounds. That's going to be a problem if that keeps going, but no,
Especially if they
doesn't
start
look
hitting
like
the shots.
Yeah, if they start hitting it, yeah, exactly. TJ again.
Three,
That one's not going to go.
Oh.
Thomas almost pulls one down. Good pass to the wing. Good pass inside.
good passing right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to finish it.
Matignon looks like a better team than I would have thought. It scored only 36 in the game, but that time Max is going to get the rebound. That time Max is going to, Surrender's going to get his timeout. So.
Wait, is this from this year? They already played this season?
Yeah, they played earlier this season.
Okay.
That was at Matignon.
Oh,
It was 72. I didn't look up. I don't think they played them last year. I was talking to our athletic director, Sean McGinnis, a couple nights ago with the girls' game, and he was saying that he scheduled these games so that so Triton would have somebody they could play that knowing the way Pentucket and Newburyport have been in recent years. You want a couple teams on your schedule that you can hang with. 72 to 36 is more than hanging with them, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens going forward. So it's senior night, so we got all these nice quotes from seniors in this little booklet they put out, including
nice.
It is
I don't
pretty
know,
cool.
they didn't do this last year.
I don't think they did, but I think the best message to the parents that's in here is from Jack Tamino saying, "Thanks for driving me to practice my whole life."
That is good.
As a parent that spent a lot of time in the car, still spends a lot of time in the car driving. It's yeah. So Max with 2 rebounds, and that's Thomas Marshall. Thomas Marshall with 2 rebounds as well.
He's playing well right now.
He's playing well. Leave him in there. They took him out of the game, but sorry, we got a couple new kids in. 24
got Mike Farrago.
Oh, Farrago, right. He had a great game the other night against Newburyport. I mean, he just played big. He's a big kid anyway. But,
He was on our cross-country team.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's a grinder.
Max is going to drive the lane, take it against 5 Matignon players, and he's going to put it in. He's having a good game.
Yeah, ready.
He's fired up for senior night.
But he's driving with ease right now. They can't stop him.
Number 33 on Matignon doesn't even lift his head to look at the basket on this drive.
Nice.
Oh, doesn't need to, though. Look at that.
Nice 3.
Good pointer by number 2?
2.
Yeah. One of their starters, DJ Wright. Max is going to try and drive again. It's going to find inside, and there's Farrago. It doesn't go. Good offensive rebound. Fights for it, and he's going to get it to drop. Fantastic. That's what we saw the other night from that kid.
That is good.
You tell him he's a cross-country kid,
Yeah,
too?
he runs cross-country. I don't know.
No kidding. All right. Maybe that gives him the hops. Gives him the good up and down.
Good to stay with it, though. That's what's key.
Yeah. Well, and they get some height in there now, so Farrago and Max together, it's good. Farrago's got it, looking around. Kind of back to that slightly more stagnant offense, where they're just not cutting as much here.
Max pull up from 3. Just misses.
In and out. Good look, but didn't go. 6-point lead for Triton as we get to the minute mark left in the quarter. Good drive by 32. I'll give him that.
Not scoring.
Yeah, the ball's. Usually we feel like that on that end, like the ball just won't go in. Max again, drives, nothing. That's a tough one to understand, but I guess it's just good defense.
Yeah, no foul.
And good defense at the other end as well. Overball is going to get the rebound. Plenty of time. Going to go to Max. And
Nice play. Nice play.
And the crowd's going wild. That was fantastic. Nice. Nice. Timeout Matignon. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, you don't like to see that. If you're the opposing team, he really went up there. He looked good on that.
Yeah,
that was fantastic.
Clean finish.
He is having. He might have 10 points in the quarter.
I've got him as 10 already.
Something close to it. He's got seven baskets. He's got 14 points already. I don't know if any of those were threes. That's pretty fantastic. No, and 3 boards. He's going to have a double-double by halftime.
Yeah.
That's the way to come out on senior night right there. So I was saying they got 2 games after this that they have to win. They lost both of them. When they played them earlier in the season. They lost North Reading by only 2.
North Reading's tough usually,
North Reading is usually tough. And it's at North Reading, so that's hard. And then they lost to Linfield by 10.
Linfield, another tough opponent.
Yeah, and Linfield, I think losing to Linfield by 10, I think was like close to a win because they're almost always just an unreal good team. I remember them last year just went to double overtime in Linfield. Unbelievable game, but they were just – Linfield was having one of those nights where their shots simply weren't going down, which was great for Triton, but you can't count on that.
No.
And I missed the game earlier this year, but they lost by 10, Triton did, so they're going to have to find something in order to make the tournament. They got to win these next 2 games. So we got a freshman on the court now. Number 14, right?
Yeah, Quentin McHale, I think. Yeah.
Quentin McHale. There's some height for us as well, which is good. Farrago with a board. Tamino going to bring it up. We got Bledsoe on the floor as well. I'm going to say Adam. I know it's not Adam. It's Brandon.
Brandon, right.
So, Adam Bledsoe gets more shout-outs on these broadcasts than any other kid just because I can't. And that's a push-off? Looks like it, yeah. It's going to be on McHale. Yeah. That's too bad. So the last shot's going to go to Matignon here. McHale on him. Good defense. It's going to roll off his foot, and he's going to chuck it up. Let's not count that as a shot, huh?
Yeah.
That was just a pass to the camera. So, yeah, like I said, Ben's calling it. He was actually throwing the ball to Kamal down there, working the other camera for us. We have Isaac working the camera as well. And, of course, we have Mr. Eric Gundrum here doing our stats, doing his best to keep track of this game. It's been fast, to be honest. I mean,
that flew by that first quarter.
And at this pace, they're going to be close to the 76 they got the last time. So it'd be good to see. Looks like he's staying with the team that was out there on the floor for the next quarter. Surrender's having a good year, I would say, this coach.
It's his first year, right?
It's his first year. So he was here a couple of years ago with Coach Clay. And then when Coach Clay went to Newburyport, Surrender went with him. And so he coached, I think, just one season.
Yeah, was he an assistant
coach
Clay?
in Newburyport. And then when this job came open, he came back here, which is fantastic. He coached in at Georgetown before that. He's been coaching for, I don't remember, I talked to him early in the season, like 14, 18 years or something like that. Yeah, he's been around the game a long time. And, yeah, kids love him. Owen used to speak very highly of him. So, yeah, he's a good coach. And, they make the tournament, they don't make the tournament. It's still been a pretty good year. Yeah. And it's a young team, despite all the seniors that are on it. They get a lot of talent, in the juniors and the sophomores. So, good defense. Matignon can't do anything with it yet.
They're passing pretty well, but they just still can't finish.
And they look a little afraid to shoot. That's
maybe
why. Long offensive rebound from Matignon and a fresh 30. They're swinging around the outside a lot, afraid to go inside. And there's a good rebound for Bledsoe. For Brandon, so to Tamino bringing it up. They're going to call that again, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 offensive ones in a row.
Farrago. I would say it's the same ref calling that play, but I'm going to be honest, I haven't been able to tell the difference yet.
These guys look identical.
Yeah, that's not really fair, is it? So Matignon looking to drive, changes his mind, swings it outside. And no baskets yet, a minute into the second quarter. Matignon puts it up. A lot of passing. Oh, good look. Oh, that's going to be tough. Good little rebound. Good little play by Matignon underneath. Set kid 32. He's having a decent game. Liam Byrne, he's got 2 points already? Maybe. There was 2 fouls of Farrago, yeah. Yeah, Triton honestly in foul trouble. That's the 5th foul, and they've got...
How did that shot go? Come on.
That took all day. They got 5 fouls already, and we've got 7 minutes basically left in this half. So Mason Farrick coming in. He's actually had a start a couple times this year. Tamino out.
Max is back in now, too.
What's that?
Max is back in now.
Yeah, Max McKenzie back in. Long pass to Farrick. He's going to drive himself, I think, and take the little pull-up. Not going to fall. And Quentin's got to get a little bit better position on that, go inside. That kid's the leading scorer for Matignon, the kid 32. I think he's had a couple of drives. He's got 6 points for them already. 6 out of their 12, so. Oh, and I can see why they're not shooting much.
Wow.
This is not a high percentage shooting team. Good crowd tonight, man. Look at
that's a ton of people. I don't think I've ever seen that big.
Yeah. You get a lot of the JV girls are here because they didn't have practice today. And there should be the whole, I guess the varsity team is practicing now. Ooh, good pass out to Quentin. He's going to take that. Good look. And there's a good rebound by Farrick. Tries to play it off Matignon. Doesn't work. Good drive. Good block.
Good block. Excellent block.
Excellent play by Quentin on that one. Trenton's defense has definitely picked up the pace a little bit here. Got some fresh legs in there that are really aggressive on it. Oh, that could have been a foul right there. They got lucky. Could have easily been a foul on Knox.
Still haven't scored this quarter.
No one scored. No. We've gone almost a minute. We've gone a minute and a half. No, 2.5 minutes without a basket. A couple of air balls, a couple of blocks. Good pass inside. Great play inside. That's a great read. That's good positioning by Quentin as well. What's his last name? Quentin. What's his last name? McHale, right. So Triton gets the first basket of this quarter, and they're leading by 8. 5 minutes to play. This visiting team has turned the ball over a lot.
I mean, they keep trying to pass on the perimeter, and then someone just turns away and just throw it out of bounds.
It's like their passes are either perfect or their passes are to no one.
Yeah.
And there's a save by Bledsoe. Swings it over to Max. Go back to him in the corner. That's his shot. Swings it out to Overball instead. Overball sends it out to Ferrick. And Ferrick's going to miss that one. Long rebound for Matignon. It's number 14. And a long three, and that one looked good from the time it left his hand. Yeah, that was a nice shot. So just a 5-point margin now. Triton with the ball at the 4.5-minute mark.
Nice pass.
That was a beautiful pass.
Wow.
I thought he was throwing that away.
Yeah. Good shot.
Excellent. Overball. Good play. Yeah, that pass was going out of bounds.
What is he doing?
I don't know where that pass was going, and then it landed right in Brandon Bledsoe's hands. Nice. And I would say, honestly, it's been like, I know we're not keeping track of assists, but I feel like every single Triton shot has had an assist with it. Like it's not a lot of. There's been a couple of drives.
Yeah.
Mostly it's been just smart passing and good shooting, like right there.
He's gonna pull up.
Oh man, that looked better off his hand.
Yeah.
Nice save by Mikhail on a long rebound, kicks it out to Max. Swing it to Overball again. Overball decides not to shoot. Ferrick inside to Mikhail again, and he's gonna get fouled. That was a lot of ball, but we'll take it.
Yeah, not like a foul.
Put him on the line. Nice. Again, the kid's in the right spot.
Yeah.
Right in the right spot on the floor. It's a good sign for the program. It's a freshman. He's getting some pretty good playing time here. Again, they got to win the next 2 games after this, though.
Those are the most
important. Yeah. And it's not like football where even if they lose, you still keep playing week after week just to fill the calendar. No, it's not that. When it's done, it's done, unfortunately. Tamino back in. Thomas Marshall back in.
Hits that
Mikhail coming out. Nick Doring back in.
And Tom Marshall and Jack Tamino.
And so Surrender goes to the press now with just an 8-point margin. And he's got kind of the right kids in there to do this press. It's like the highest basketball IQ between Doring and Marshall. Nice play to Max.
There we go, beautiful.
You know he wanted to dunk that. Oh, you know he wanted to dunk that. Woo.
I'd love to see a dunk in the game here.
He was close. If we talk to him after the game, we got to ask him about that because it definitely looked like he felt like he was going right up with it. Oh, man. So Triton next foul sends him into the bonus. It's going to be with at least 2 minutes left to play. Great pressure by Triton. Max recovers. They're keeping that going. They're still in that zone. Thomas, Marshall, and Tamino high. Ferrick in the middle. Max on one of the wings. Great defense by Triton. Clock's all the way down to 10. Somebody on that team has to shoot. Thomas almost gets a block. Doring with a rebound. Tamino coming up. He's looking for Max again. Doesn't go to him. Goes to Thomas instead. Thomas looks at it. Gives it up to Ferrick. Not going to go. Oh, I want to see the replay on that.
I'll take a hit off of him.
Yeah.
That was a smart play. Just
didn't quite work. So Surrender stays with the pressure with the 10-point lead. They're eating up a lot of the clock, too, just getting them across half court. Wow, that was quick. All right, 4 seconds. I take it back. Long three, not going to go. Nothing but Triton in the lane to get that rebound. Yeah, that's good defense there. Everybody recovered to get that ball.
Right, nice
Ferrick
pass.
underneath, decides not to go, swings it out to. Looks like he's swinging it to Doring, but changed his mind at the last second. So Ferrick out. Out to Thomas. Thomas looks. Max looks. Overball shoots.
TJ not
Doring with the rebound. Tries to go underneath. Has to swing it out again. Swing it again.
There we go.
There you go. It's a better shot for him right there. Nice. And they're staying in the pressure. Doring and Tamino on him. Matignon manages to get it across half court. Big swing and a miss on the block, but it doesn't matter. And they're running and gunning so fast now. Thomas in the lane, swings it out to Doring. Hit that Doring. Oh, they could have called the travel. There we go. Nice. Good go, Nick Doring. Great defense. Great defense. Timeout for Matignon. Fantastic
They don't know
defense.
what to do with the press.
6 seconds off the clock. Absolutely smother him. I love it. So Doring played Triton Youth basketball his whole life because his father was in charge of Triton Youth basketball. Really good kid on some good teams. Thomas Marshall, same. I'm not sure about some of the other kids, whether or not they played as much Triton Youth basketball, but a lot of them probably did. Nick has 3 points and 2 rebounds.
Yeah, he had that early free throw.
Yeah, that's right. He's having a good senior night as well. Yeah, I don't know if it doesn't. This program is cool. It doesn't actually say did they play Triton Youth basketball their whole entire career. It does talk about their favorite memories, and a lot of them have to do with eating.
Eating?
Yeah, going out for breakfast, going to Fuddruckers. Thomas Marshall with 2 rebounds. 2 rebounds, at least 1 block, and I haven't seen him score yet, though, in the game.
He's a steal. I thought he got a steal, too.
Oh, and a steal, right.
Yeah.
Steal, 2 rebounds, and a block. Is he still in the game? Yep, he's still out there with Tamino and Doring and Overball and McKenzie.
Same lineup out there.
Yeah. So what do you do now as a coach? Do you back off now because they just talked the entire time about breaking the press? No, they're not backing off. And the coach has got to be going nuts. Like what we talked about this the whole time. You guys did. I'm sure they did not do what he told them to do in that timeout. Doring with a great block. Fantastic. Fantastic play. I think of that kid as more of a shooter than a playing down low.
Yeah.
Oh, they got lucky there. Max with another rebound. Overball with the ball now. Minute to play. Somehow Triton's got away with not picking up that 7th foul. It's kind of crazy the way they've been playing. Doring, wow, beautiful play down the lane. These kids are fired up to play. I mean, they are unafraid. I love it. Still that good pressure. Doring right on top of him. He's got to go somewhere with it. Finally swings it out. 14 takes a look. Pulls up that little jumper. That's a good shot.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. No pressure from Matignon with 40 seconds left in the half. I mean, that's when you really want to put the pressure on because you got kids can take a break in the locker room. Thomas drives, doesn't get the bucket to roll.
And that's the point he needed too.
Here comes the other way. Yeah, he'll get it. He's got time. Coming the other way now. 25 seconds on the clock. Good little jump. Nope. That's, everybody all right?
That could have been bad.
That was a charge. I think it was Doring that stood there and took it. Nice.
Good play.
Fantastic play. So Max coming out. 22 seconds to play. That's nuts. They had 5 fouls at like the 5-minute mark, and somehow they only picked up 1 more foul.
Yeah,
They're not going to go. They're not going to go into the bonus,
No.
which is crazy. They were in foul trouble at the 5-minute mark of this quarter, and they somehow stayed away from it. That's insane.
Nice. He keeps the clock rolling.
Tamino almost loses it. Swings it out to Doring. Doring drives. Good pass out to Bledsoe. Bledsoe swings to Marshall, to Tamino. Someone's got to shoot this ball. Tamino does and hits it. Fantastic. At the buzzer.
There we go.
That
Awesome,
is beautiful.
man.
Good
way to end
stuff.
the half.
Good stuff. They slowed down a little bit. I mean, they were on an 80-point pace in the first quarter, so they slowed down a little going into this quarter.
The lead.
They extended the lead. Yeah. How many points did they give up in that entire quarter? Was it 18 to 12, I think, at the end of the first quarter? I should have written it down, but yeah, I think it was 18 to 12, something like that.
Maybe 10. Maybe they scored 1 early. I don't know.
I think they might have given up 5 points in the entire.
7
they gave
points.
up 7 points. 7 points in the entire. That's some phenomenal defense.
Yeah, that's very good defense.
We were here the other night for the girls' game, and the end of the first quarter, I think the score was like 6-2 or something like that. Against Triton, just playing phenomenal defense to only give up 2 points.
Yeah.
The game ended up being like a loss by about 12 or 14 because the other team found its rhythm and figured out what they were doing. But anyway, good stuff. Enjoy being back.
Yeah,
and
nice
watching this
being
again.
back,
Yeah. And they look good. It's a good-looking team. Got a good crowd here tonight for senior night. So I think what we'll probably do is take a short break and then come back in a little bit and just get the stats, get a feel for what's going on in this game and what we want to see in the second half. All right. All right, good, and we're back. We got about 2.5 minutes until the second half starts here. So should we do predictions now? What the final score is going to be? It's on pace for 66-34. You think it's going to be that much of a margin by the end of this game or not?
I'm going to go 59-29.
59-29.
They keep the press up. I can't see Matignon scoring like at all.
Yeah, and that, I mean, you know, I guess that's what you come out with at the start of the second half. Is you come out with that press.
Yeah.
You see if Matignon's been able to adjust to it or not.
Which I do not think they will.
You know, at some point when you have a 20-point lead, even though it's varsity ball, you lay off on that press. You don't want to be doing that, but we'll see. They only gave up. I mean, the Triton defense gave up 7 points in the second quarter. That's yeah, you can't play varsity basketball and score 7 points in a quarter and stay in any kind of game. So. But hopefully,
get the fresh fouls too. Down they have, what's it called?
Yeah.
Another 7 to the bonus at least.
Fresh set of fouls. We should be good. And no one's really in foul trouble. I mean, we'll find out from Eric Gundrum when he comes back up. But I don't think anyone's really in foul trouble. Maybe
There's only 6 total fouls anyways.
Yeah, there were only 6 in the whole quarter. In the whole quarter.
The whole half.
The whole half. So, yeah, nobody can really be in foul trouble. I hope we see some more of the other seniors. You know, see Wasif get back on the floor. I think we probably will. Franklin as well. Why not? If they're going to have a 20-point lead,
especially if they
you know they're going to put them out there. So, and all the parents are here, so you got to put them on. You know, you got to put them on the court. Thomas Marshall's grandparents are here. I know we got a fan watching at home. This guy Peter Michael. He's a Triton fan. His son is one of the baseball coaches here. So his son hooks him up, makes sure he knows when the games are on. So he's watching. And I have actually looked, Liam, at some of the YouTube hits that we get on these games. It's not so bad, man. They're getting up there. People want to hear us talk about these games. It's all right. So here we go for the second half. 33-17. I don't know. You say 59-29?
59-29.
All right. I'm gonna go with 64-31. There we go. One of us is gonna be right. Guarantee it. Yeah, it's been a good season for this team. They're graduating a lot of seniors, but they have so much talent. I mean, Kyla Doy hasn't even played in this game.
Yeah, he hasn't even had his warm up.
Yeah,
is he injured or something?
He might be injured. They might be. Yeah, it looks like he's got something on his knee. Maybe he's resting. He's going to have a lot of minutes. If he isn't hurt, they are definitely going to need a lot of minutes in the next 2 games they got. So, Matignon, not surprisingly, since they only have 17 points. Not a whole lot of points individually either. It's a kid number 32, Liam, that's got 6, and he's leading all their scores. Everybody else has got 2s and 3s. Doring with the ball, driving the lane.
Nice
good
little
little
there
fake.
We go.
Nice.
He's been awesome. I think that's 7 points for him.
He has been awesome, and you know, I like that they scored right away instead of the 2.5-minute drought we had the last time. So here we go. Looks like Matignon's got the same starting 5, I think, that they started with. Oh, we don't see the freshman's out there. Good block. Who had that block? Doring?
I think it was Doring. Another good play.
Thomas Marshall gives up one down the lane, so Matignon on the board as well. And their coach calling out a defense, and Doring just goes straight in and drops it in.
Awesome.
It's on fire. You see it, you got to go. They're all going to give you that lane. I don't know what happened on that defense there. And there's their high score. Looking inside, it's not there. Long 3, in and out. Max can't grab it. Wasif is actually back on the court, and Franklin as well. And Doring. They've got all seniors on the court again. Thomas is going to find Max. You know he is. Nope, he's going to go to Franklin. Franklin's going to put up a 3.
Oh,
there it is. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. That's awesome. That is so great for that kid. Oh, you got to be happy for that kid. That is awesome.
That's a big 3. That's awesome.
That is fantastic. I think he's had and a steal. Keep that in bounds. There you go. Nice.
Good play.
A 3 and a steal. And if they score here, then he's responsible for a pretty big. Oh! He had him backdoor.
He's going to pull up again.
He's going to pull up again. Oh! Oh! He's got 6 points. He's got 6 points in 2 possessions.
Feed the hot
hand.
That
is fantastic. Good for that kid. Doring with can't quite grab the rebound. Goes past Wasif as well. Matignon still with the ball on the outside. They had something inside, and there's a timeout. 43 to 19.
That was
43
incredible.
to 19. So Doring, I think, had 4 of those points on 2, just in the lane, and then Franklin with 6 points already. So looking at the first half, TJ had 9, Max McKenzie with 12, Jack Tamino with only 2, surprisingly. Quentin McHale with 3. I think one of those is at the line. I know he didn't hit a 3-pointer. Nick Doring with 2. I think he also had a couple of his baskets at the line. And then Michael, who's Michael?
Farrago.
Oh, Farrago.
He had
Yeah,
2.
with 2. So pretty good spread on the scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players.
Now we got Franklin with 6.
Yeah, now
Real quick.
so we got seven players have already got baskets. We want to see Thomas get one, of course, to go with his steal and blocks and rebounds. He's having a good game as well. It looks like he's staying with that same 5 out there. Yep. I like it. I like the way they're playing right now. It's good. It's good stuff. They're certainly aggressive out there. Thomas Marshall has a point. He must have been at the line at some point. I don't remember it, but
yeah.
okay. So here we go. Matignon with the ball. Their offense hasn't really changed too much coming out of that second half. They're moving around a lot, but they're still keeping that ball on the outside all the
Still passing
time.
around the perimeter. That's like all they do.
Good little look to the top of the key, and there's another 3. That's going to
That's a
go.
nice 3.
That kid's all right. He's having that's DJ Wright. It's his second 3-pointer of the game. Matt Doring going to drive, going to shoot, going to be fouled, going to
Travel.
walk.
What?
Huh?
That was like a push.
He didn't have the ball long enough to travel
No.
with it. That's kind of strange. All right, so Thomas coming out, Wasif coming out, Franklin coming out. That kid's got to be psyched. Jack it up a couple of two big 3s, and honestly, those were good open looks.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Those weren't crazy circus shots. So an 11-point lead now at the 5-minute mark. They're trying to feed it inside. The freshman's got it. Not much there for him. He's going to drive. He's going to get Max to go up. He's going to draw a foul. Good play. That is the freshman, right? 35?
Yeah, 35, I think so.
Yeah. And that's his first. That's Max McKenzie's first foul of the game. Sometimes you feel like that's a bad thing. Like he makes it all the way to the 3 minutes into the second half. He's only got 1. Are you playing defense hard enough if you only got 1 foul? But it's all right. He hasn't been on the court. I mean, despite the fact that he's the high scorer, I feel like he hasn't really been on the court.
She's very, very efficient out there.
Yeah. Good. I was about to say good box out by 24 Farrago, but the referee just called him in a violation. Of course, the ref called it from all the way on the other side of the court, not the ref that was right underneath. But I don't know. Maybe they have different. They're supposed to be looking at different things. That's what he saw. Who knows? Matignon back to the line again. This freshman Mata. And that one's going to miss him. Farrago's going to get his rebound that time. Overball with the ball. We got Tamino on the court as well, and Farrick. Overball finds Farrago. Board on one end, basket on the other. I like it. Fire that kid up. I'm telling you, he had a great game the other night against Newburyport. Get him going. What is he? Is he a freshman? No, sophomore?
I think he's junior.
Yeah, he's a junior. That kid is good. He missed that shot, but you know
he's a nice one.
Confident, moves with it really well. Triton running the ball fast now. Catch and shoot.
There we go.
Catch and shoot. I love it. I love it. Set yourself up, get in the right position, the shot you like. Tamino, nice. He was on the board before, but not with a lot,
now
right?
he's got 5.
Yeah.
He hasn't been that much though either. He didn't start.
Oh, true, yeah. And there's another board for Farrago. He's got at least 2
really
in this
well
half.
inside.
He does, yeah. Again, it's a good reason to be excited about this team
Yeah.
for next year, too. It's senior night, so we have to talk about next year. Ooh, almost got away with that, and he really did. Nice pass inside. Farrick, nice,
awesome.
He drops it in.
Great
Beautiful play. Great look. Great
that was
look
great.
by Bledsoe to see that. And he's only a junior, too, right, Brandon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of juniors, too.
Yep. So Matignon swinging the ball around the outside again. 21's getting a little swarm. There's a long 3 ball. It's not going to fall.
Easy rebound.
Good board. Another offensive board for Matignon. Another 3 for Matignon. Another miss. Overball, gets the ball, falls over it. A little bit of chaos. But Triton comes up with the ball still. Farrago right underneath, right inside. Doesn't quite drop. That's a tough one. That's when you practice and practice and practice and practice. Still, it's
unlucky.
Good hands, good hands, good hands.
Insane green.
Oh, and here we go. We got this kid, Evan Colbert, coming into the game. That is awesome. The crowd's absolutely up on its feet. It is so cool. Gotta love seeing this kid come in. He's a senior. He's been a manager for 3 years. He ran cross country.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah. He's in the game now, playing some defense. We'll go box out. Let's get him up the court and let's get him a basket, huh? That's awesome seeing that in the game. Goes, swings it out to Farrick, and a timeout.
Timeout.
So this kid said that his advice to other players: practice every day, and you just might make the team. That is some pretty solid advice, right, Mr. Gundrum, Mr. Gay Colleen? That's all right. So, and he thanks his parents for not just motivating him to play sports, but to be the best player I can be. You gotta like that.
Yeah,
I like this. This is whoever came up with this idea. This is really fantastic. I didn't grab a color copy. I figured the parents are going to want those, but it's really well done. And just a great idea all the way around. So 50-26. I don't know. What was your prediction?
I said 59-29.
You said 59. I don't think I'm only going to score 9 points. I think we both shot a little bit too low. I only said 64. So.
Plus, I hope that Matignon doesn't score only. I do, but they only score 3 more points the rest of this game. That's not.
Yeah, that's not so good.
That would not be good.
That's true. Yeah. Then again, they came out, like both teams just came out, I think, shooting the ball a lot better and playing a lot faster. I don't remember what the score was at the half. Again, I forgot to write it down, but
33-17, I think.
Yeah, so Matignon already has 9 points.
Yeah, more than last quarter.
More than last quarter, and we got 2.5 minutes left in this quarter. So, all right, let's see what happens here. McHale is in. Farrago's in. Tamino brings the ball up to the right side. He's going to drive. He's going to look. He's going to swing it. Going to shoot. Shoot that. Get. Almost. Farrago with a good board. Swings it back out. He's going to shoot again, and it's going to drop. Oh, man, that looked good. Swinging out to him again. Up and off his hands. That's all right. Awesome. Yeah, so we're going to get to talk to a couple of the seniors after the game. Max McKenzie and Jack Tamino. I know Max is excited to talk. He had such a big win the other night, a buzzer beater to win against Manchester Essex. He had 3 threes in that game. And they won by 2 or won by 1. I don't remember, but it was a 3 to win it.
Is that here or is that at Manchester Essex?
No, it was at Manchester Essex.
That would be cool for us here.
We've seen some pretty huge games here over the years. Some great big buzzer beaters and more. Swing it to him. Mason Farrick with a shot. High and it misses. Board for Matignon. Back up the court. 14-point lead for Triton at this point in the game. Tamino can't quite pull down that rebound. Fargo out on him, and that's a travel.
There you go.
Travel. Tough call. That is a tough call. All right. And Evans coming out of the game. That is fantastic. Absolute clap for that kid. Took some great shots. You got to love that. Good for him, man. Good for him on senior night. So McHale,
the freshman,
doesn't get it to drop. And right after we talked about how much his team scored, nobody can score a basket. And that's an interesting play.
Another one of those plays. Oh, they are frustrated.
So their passes are either so good that you say, wow, this team passes really well, or it's that. The ball is passed, the player ducks, and it goes out of bounds. Like, why are you ducking? It's like an Office episode. Why are you ducking, Jim? So Max McKenzie with a drive, doesn't get it to roll. Fargo with a great board and fouled. He's going to go to the line. Has he scored tonight? Yeah, we had him down for 2.
I think he's got 4 right now.
So Schroeder talking to Tamino and McKenzie. At this point in the game, you got to start talking about, what kind of good looks can we get? Like, treat the rest of this game almost like a scrimmage. You know where you want to be working on stuff.
Yeah.
Which is a little tough because one thing you always want to be able to work on is a press, but you don't want to be that coach that has a team pressing it with a 30-point lead. Right now they're at a 25-point lead, 26-point lead. So Fargo hit them both, right? Good for him. 6 points for that kid. He's playing well.
He's a lot of rebounds too.
Yeah.
There you go.
21 having a rough night for Matignon. Oh, and he's got Max underneath. Max, good little move,
Awesome
good little
play.
basket. He has been efficient when he's on the court.
He's barely missed.
His like points per minute, you know, something like that would be,
Yeah.
his over-under would be huge, and his points per minute would be huge. Played really well. So less than a minute left in the quarter now. Matignon trying to make something happen. 21 just out of position again, that poor kid.
Can't
Tries to get a
the
board, doesn't
Another
happen. That's
rebound.
another rebound for Farrago. He's got 5 already on the night. Max looking at a 3, decides to take it. He's off.
Oh, that's good.
And 2 Triton players, Mikhail and Farrago, knock each other off the ball. 30 seconds left. Matignon, wow.
Oh, finally hits one.
That was a crazy looking 3, but it went in. It was like a line drive shot. 17 seconds left. They're just going to play for the last shot. Swinging it around. Going to look to go to Farrick, probably in the corner. There it is. Take it all day. That's going to fall. Oh, that looks so good. And that's going to run out the clock.
I don't think my prediction's going to be right.
Yeah,
They already have
54-29.
29.
I don't know, man. You already have the 29.
5 more points to hold.
5 more points in the whole. God, I hope not. I'm almost
be
hoping
so
that my
boring.
prediction is right, that they only scored 2 more. So, yeah, let's not see an absolute drought in this last quarter. It's been good. Good Viking ship out tonight.
Yeah,
a lot
this
of
fan section's
parents.
awesome.
Parents here for senior night. Do you remember senior night when you were a soccer? No, because you were a soccer
cross-country,
player,
yeah.
cross country, of course. What am I saying, man? Did they do a big senior night?
Yeah, well, it was just like after the meet, we just like did similar to what they did, but it was just like everything already happened.
Yeah.
Plus, you used like 6 people at our meet, so not really any crowd to
It's
watch
a little
on.
bit different, yeah. Not quite the same kind of atmosphere. So, yeah, they had a good senior night for the football team this year, which had a really rough season. They had some good players, and it was nice. It was good. They did a good job. Of course, senior night for the soccer team, they had 1 player, 1 senior on the entire. I think
This
1 or
year?
maybe 2. Maybe they had
Oh,
2.
yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's true. Dang.
So after a year where they had this massive, senior class, they just had a few this year. So it's funny how it comes and goes in those kind of
that's
waves.
crazy.
Yeah. All right, so Triton playing some defense here. We got Thomas back in the game, Wasif back in the game, Quentin McHale back in the game. I think they're going to rest. I would say they're going to rest Max and TJ Overball, and they're probably going to rest.
just wait them
They're
for
going to
the
rest
rest
Doring for the rest of the quarter. There's sort of no point in putting them on the floor. Good for the stats, but you don't want to risk anything. And Matignon with a turnover. Nope, it's going to be a jump ball. Triton's ball, so it is a turnover. Number 3 for Matignon. That's a tough one.
3. I feel like
He's
we
only a
didn't see much of
junior.
him,
Yeah, he's only a junior. He didn't start. So for the first time in the game, they're going to see some pressure from Matignon. Triton beats it. Goes right to
staying relaxed,
Tamino, to
this is
Wasif
good.
in the corner. Wasif with a nice 3.
No,
That's
he
going to
hits
fall.
it.
That is fantastic. I love it. 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 We got almost every single senior has a basket tonight. And every single senior has shot the ball, no doubt. So that is good stuff. Good little move by Matignon. Good
Nice
little
shot.
shot right from the top of the key. And here comes Tamino. Pressure on him. Gets it away to Thomas. Thomas is going to dribble across half court. Long pass to Wasif.
Wasif
Who
trying
takes another
again.
one. Get in there. Nope. Fargo with a board and
That's
a
a good
bucket.
read. That's awesome. Great
Jeez,
play.
that kid is playing well. The board and the bucket right underneath. Almost like a pass. Almost like Wasif should get an assist
count the
on
assist,
that.
yeah.
That's fantastic, though. These kids are having a great senior night. That is good stuff.
Yeah, they're almost. I think almost all of them scored now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just fantastic. All right, here we go. 7 minutes left in this game. They're at 60-31. So they're definitely not going to press the rest of the night. Quentin McHale with the board. Tamino with the ball now. Let's find Thomas for a couple of shots. Tamino tries to drive, not there. Goes out to Thomas. Thomas getting a bit beat up. Gets the ball away to Fargo. Takes a look. Wasif takes a look. Tamino, somebody's got to take a shot. They got 15 left on the clock. Thomas almost loses out of bounds. Quinton was in the right spot. Tamino inside to Quinton, inside to Fargo, and it's a turnover.
It's tough to pass inside
And here
there.
comes number 3, Matignon. Good little drive.
Good
Phenomenal steal by Wasif. Almost turns it over, but Thomas keeps it.
That was like a Marcus Smart steal out there.
That's exactly what that was. Tamino trying to drive. Not going to happen. It's going to be a jump ball and Matignon ball. Yeah, that was a Marcus Smart kind of
like,
steal.
who are they
We
playing?
just
He
somehow
did that.
grabbed the ball and just, right out of their
he won
guts.
just like that last week.
He had, as a team, the Celtics had 9 blocks and 9 steals the other night against Cleveland, which I get. It's only Cleveland, but still,
Cleveland's
anytime
like 9 wins.
anytime you get 9 blocks,
That's huge.
that's playing real defense. Number 10 throws up the 3, air balls it, and be out of bounds, Triton ball. That didn't look good coming off his hand even. He's not even on the roster, number 10, so. Oh, he played in the JV game. I recognize that kid. They're probably tired, this varsity team from Matignon. They need the help. So Franklin back in the game. Swings it out to Tamino, to Wasif. Wasif keeps it alive with his fingertips to Franklin. Franklin's got to look for somebody else. Kicks it out. Thomas is going to drive.
Nice drive.
And get the
Awesome
bucket.
drive.
There it is. That was fantastic.
That was really good.
That was awesome. His grandparents are all sorts of happy over there cheering for him. Sitting with his mom. That is fantastic. 14 throws it up. Another bad shot. No pressure from Matignon. What do you got to lose at this point? Tamino drives, hop step, and it's not going to
That
drop.
was a good shot, too.
And Franklin's going to get called for the foul.
That's your second foul, though. That's a lot different than last half right now.
Yeah, and it's not like one of those games where you say they're just letting them play, because it hasn't been that physical. All right, we got Evan back in the game. Come on, Evan Colbert.
Yeah, I think he's the only senior that needs some points now.
He needs a point. But so wait a minute, we had 7 players that scored, and then Wasif has scored. So we're up to
Frank scored, Wasif.
Yeah.
Oh, Thomas scored that first half.
We got a lot of Thomas scored in the first, but I'm not saying every player has a basket, but we're getting close to that.
Yeah.
And there's a shot. Good looking 3, doesn't go. Franklin with a rebound, goes to Tamino. Let's get that ball to Evan. Let's get him to get a basket here. Swings it out to Franklin. Franklin looking, not there. He's got to find somebody. Goes to Tamino. Tamino swings it over to Franklin again. There's Colbert right inside. He had him. There's a 3. Put it in, baby. Oh, in and out. Man, that was close. All right, play some defense. Here we go. Oh, Matt Doring called for the foul.
Nick Doring.
Apologies to Matt. I can see Matt from here. I'm looking right across at him. Wave to him. There you are, Matt. You're not on the court. I've actually played basketball against Matt Doring, and I suffered badly. He's a beast. That's his first? Yeah. Yeah, it's only the 3rd foul of the night for Tamino out with the clap, but it's only the 3rd foul of the night for Triton. There's the basket. Max is going to take control now and bring it up. They don't really have, though. I guess Nick Doring's probably the only pure point guard that's out there. Franklin's looking for help. Going to go back up to Max. Max is going to swing it at some point to Evan. Nope, swings it to, there it is. And he's going to shoot, get in. Oh, in and out.
Good.
Gets a rebound, though. Put it up again. Yeah, here we go. That is awesome. That is the most fantastic thing in this game. That is absolutely fantastic. Crowd's going wild, just for good reason. Oh, that is awesome. That is absolutely fantastic. Yes.
Great.
Standing ovation for that kid. That is just the best thing. Absolutely the best thing. He doesn't even look happy. I think he's like overwhelmed. That is so fantastic. Good for him. And you know what? Credit to the Matignon team.
Yeah,
they didn't close out
exactly.
and like try and block that kid's shot or anything. They understood, man. That is real huge credit. And there's the chant for him. That is just awesome. Good for Matignon. Good sportsmanship
that's
on their
awesome.
part as well, man. That is, you got to give credit to them. That's classy right there. So 4 minutes basically left in this game. They've already blown past both of our scores. Matignon, too, to their credit. I mean,
they're both
putting
bars
putting
now.
some baskets in there. All right. So we need to hear from our stats guy, Eric Gundrum, how many Triton players have scored. I think it's close to 10.
Yeah, because Evan scored too. I think everyone here has scored.
Almost every single player has scored. Quentin has scored. Wasif scored. Thomas scored. Nick Doring with the ball now. 10 players on this Triton team have scored a basket.
So I guess we're just missing Kyle O'Doy because he hasn't played though.
Right.
I think that's is Quentin McHale.
So every single kid that's been on the court has scored a basket, right? No, Overball scored, right?
Yeah, Overball. He's not. Oh, Brandon Bletze hasn't scored.
Bletze. Come on, Brandon. He's like a super three-point shooter. Here we go. Franklin, nice toss. Doesn't
remember that
go.
game last year? He hit all those threes.
Yes, that was at Linfield. Well, then he had all the threes here as well later in the season. Ooh, almost a rebound for Evan. Coming the other way. Franklin almost loses it. A little bit of a scramble for the ball.
Can't get
Good play by that kid, number 10. Brandon playing defense against him. He's got nowhere to go. He's got to kick it back outside. Long three, and that's going to in and out. Farrick with the ball now. Bring it up. Let's hit Brandon with the ball. Hit that.
We need him. Come on.
Does he know he's the only one? He might not know that he's the only one that hasn't scored yet. Good player. Good, smart basketball IQ, too. Oh, number 21 can't get a break. The ball's rolling around, and there's your rebound. There's your rebound. He's bringing the ball up the court. Kick it out. Kick it out. All right, Franklin. Nick Doring with the ball. It's going to drive. It's going to find.
I saw a pass.
Oh, nice. Get in there.
There it is.
And there it is. That is awesome. That is fantastic. Every single Triton player on that team has scored a basket.
Now I feel like they had to put O'Doy in just so we can score.
No. Well, he's got to be hurt or something.
Yeah,
so
okay, all right, fair enough.
That is great team basketball when every single player scores. That is just good stuff. Oh, nope, still in bounds. He's still got it. Everybody settle down. He's going to take another three. It's going to be a little bit short. Rebound from Matignon. 66-33 at the 2-minute mark. And this is turned into like an old school NBA All-Star game.
Yeah.
Remember where no one played defense?
Yeah.
They would just run up and down the court and
That's still what it's like today.
It's
like 140 points.
It's gotten a little better. Well, most games are like that now. It's gotten a little better. Come on, hit that.
Oh, that's good,
Off
too.
the top. Nope, did look good. Farrick staying strong. Bletze staying strong. Almost gets a save. Runs into the concrete wall. Don't do that, man. All right, that is fantastic. Bring them out. Bring those seniors out. Give them a round of applause. That is just awesome. Absolutely fantastic. Nick Doring coming out. He gets a round of applause as well. Great kid. Number 10 hits a three.
That's a nice
for
shot.
him. I don't think it's close enough to make a comeback, but
Nope.
it looks better than the last game, that's for sure. Actually, yeah, they just passed their point total from the last game. So Triton's going to run the clock down, one would think now. Kick it to guys like Wasif and McHale. Wasif looking to do something with it. He's going to put it up a little bit short, but not a bad shot.
No.
Matignon now, 1 minute left in this game. 66-39. They're going to break 40 here. This kid's going to, oh, that looked good coming off his hand too. But again, we're at NBA All-Star time right here, where they're just running up and down the court, just taking good shots. Whatever's open, no defense. TJ Overbaugh looking around, 17 on the clock, 15. Nobody moving to the basket.
Just running
Bletze with the ball, just running all the way down to 7. Hit Wasif. Wasif for a 3. A little bit short, but hits the board. And there's their. That's going to be our ball game. He can burn the clock out now. Shot clock's off. Senior night. They get a win. They get a 66-39 win.
Big one.
Absolutely fantastic. Great basketball. 11 players. 11 players on Triton had a basket tonight. That is the best basketball you can ever ask for. When every single player that comes off of that bench scores a basket.
That's
cannot say how excited I am about that. That just makes my basketball heart sing right there, man. That is good stuff. Wow, great senior night. We're gonna try and get Max and and Jack Tamino to come up here. Can you stay for a couple minutes and have a chat with them?
I might be able to. I'll see what time it is.
All right. And we'll have a chat with them. And it's kind of end of the season, certainly for the boys, for us here, because that's their last home game. Like I said, they got to win the next two. They got to be feeling good how they're coming off of this one. Not only because of and I get it was a team they expected to beat, but remember there were a couple plays with Max where Tamino found him, and it almost felt like he was going to dunk the ball. I thought he was going to dunk.
The one over here where he threw it over the guy's head, I was like, oh, this is it.
Yeah, I thought they did really, really well. So why don't we stand up, see if we can get those guys to come up here. I don't know if we need to make any adjustments camera-wise, but we'll get ourselves set. And we'll get the last of the stats. I'd love to know, Eric, who the top scorer was for Triton. I know going into the second half it was Max McKenzie with a dozen, but he didn't get as many in the second half. And so our top scorer for the game is Max McKenzie with 14 points, and 6 boards, 14 and 6, so nearly a double-double for Max. And we'll get him here, and let's get him.
Do we have enough headsets?
Yeah, we'll do them one at a time. We can do.
They can use mine.
Yeah. You have we're going to use the mic for it. Okay, we'll use the mic for it. So keep the headset on, and let's just move the chairs. Let's get Max over here.
Oh, sweet.
Get ready to bring up this mic. Bring that up when we're ready. All right, ready when you are.
All right, fantastic. One of the best senior nights I think Triton has ever had. Congratulations. An excellent, excellent win. It looked like you guys just had an enormous amount of fun out there.
Yep. I mean, that was one of the funnest experiences I've ever had on a basketball court. I mean, E-Money's shot says it all. I mean, we're so proud of him. He's been a part of this program for so long, and just so proud of these guys and just everything we've gone through in 4 years. And, what a way to end it,
It was
great.
fantastic.
Yep.
We'll get back to the whole team in a minute, but we got to say there was a moment there where you had the ball, you were driving down, it was in the first half, you were coming down the court, and you saw Max ahead of you, and you put that ball up. It looked like you wanted to do a dunk. Were you trying to dunk the ball?
No.
No?
Did
you feel like
I was going for I think I could have, but I just went for the finger roll. So.
Yeah. And you guys had Liam back tonight, so I think he's good luck calling these games. What'd you see out there, Liam? Any questions from these guys?
What do you guys think? I mean, that was obviously a big win, but you guys got two big games coming up. How does this momentum carry over?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to carry this energy into the next game, and it's do or die for the next 2 games. 2 games, if we win it, we're in the tournament, and I think we're real determined, and we're ready to go. And,
good.
Yeah.
So tell us, this momentum was great. Tell us about the other night. What happened to hit that 3 to win the game?
Yep. So 2.8 seconds left. We got QB1 Odoi along the baseline. I come up to about half-court corner and catch the pass and took one dribble and banked it in.
No kidding. So not only a 3, but a deep, deep 3. That's fantastic. QB1, that's what you guys call it?
Yeah.
TB12, QB1. So tonight, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but every single player on Triton scored a basket tonight. I've never seen that before at the varsity level. It was absolutely fantastic. So one of the goals coming in tonight, since you kind of thought you would probably win, was it make sure everybody gets on the court and gets a basket?
Yeah, I mean, we just knew everybody was going to leave it all out there. I mean, we knew, all the guys have just such confidence in each and every one guy. There's not one, there's no starters and bench players. It's all just one team. And, those guys have been working hard in practice, and to see them, play as well as they did, it's just not surprised at all, because I know they had it in them.
Yeah, so you beat North Reading. You only lost by 2 last time, right?
Yep. And we got Linfield tomorrow.
You got Linfield tomorrow. So what's
They
the
both
plan?
have 11 losses. So they're both out of the tournament.
They're both out of the
Yeah.
tournament. All right, so you got a chance to go in. You feeling good about it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good. How much are you going to miss this, playing basketball for Triton?
I mean, it's going to...
Can't even imagine.
Yep. I mean, it hasn't really sunk in yet, but I'm sure it will. But, these are experiences that, I'll take with me for the rest of my life, and I know Max will, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be back here. There's a chance.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. Depending on how the tournament goes, that's true.
Yep,
By the way, I have
hopefully.
to say I loved your message to the parents, to your parents, thanking them for driving you to practice
Yeah.
all these years. We appreciate that a lot. So, any last comments?
I think I'm good. Just congrats, guys. And enjoy these last few games while it lasts. It goes by fast.
Says the college
Yeah.
kid who's just barely out of it. Gentlemen, congratulations. This was absolutely fantastic. Great effort. All right. Thanks very much.